Hey guys, welcome to Heat, Happy Energy, and More Time. So today's reading is not about what you want to hear, but it is about what you need to hear. This is where we are going to look into this connection where intuition and reality may not match, may not be on the same page. Uh, and the question is, are you listening to your intuition? Are you listening to what you know, or are you holding on to what you hope? So let's be honest with ourselves today, and because that's where the clarity begins here. So now the first energy is depth. See, you already know a phase of transformation, change, um, some sort of ending is happening. Whether you choose it or not, it doesn't matter. It is happening here. This is where something in you has shifted, or something in this connection has shifted, something in this other person has shifted. You're not who you were before this connection. Um, Maybe both of you are not who you were. This isn't about going back. This is about becoming aware because you the only way you can kind of wave that flag and feel like a winner is when you go through this transformation. Now, Seven of Pentacles. See, your intuition is telling you that you've invested more than what you're receiving or what you've received. There is this quiet awareness that something is not growing the way it should have, the way you have invested. You've been patient, and now you're starting to question if it is really worth waiting. Will it give you the rewards that you are hoping for, or for what you have been patient for so long? King of Swords. See, what you're choosing to ignore is the clarity, the honesty. You've sensed it. You have that in your mind, but maybe you're not willing to acknowledge it fully. Something about their communication or intention, it doesn't sit, it doesn't sit right here. This is where instead of confronting it, you've been trying to understand it, which is why there is this chaotic energy that you are sitting in. Now, if this is resonating with you as an energy exchange, to subscribe to the channel. We have the Knight of Wands. See, the idea that you're holding on to about future, that they will come back differently, that they are going to be more consistent, they are going to be more grounded, they are going to, show up. They're going to come in this king or an emperor energy, but they are sitting in this, knight energy here. Deep down, however, you also know that this energy has been hot and cold, and maybe it will stay like that. There's this hope for passion to turn into stability, is what I see here. But that shift hasn't happened yet. So that is the future you're hoping for. See what they are actually offering. Queen of Cups. So I have taken reversal cards today, and most of the cards, in fact, have been reversed, other than Death and Seven of Pentacles. And what that tells me here is that there is definitely a change happening. There is a transformation happening, but at the same time, there is a lot of resistance to that change. So the Queen of Cups is also reversed. See, this connection feels emotionally draining more than fulfilling, at least at this point. You may be overgiving, overfeeling, not being met equally by this person because there has always been this imbalance, and that's why you sat with that Seven of Pentacles, thinking, um, is it worth investing? Because I'm the only one investing in this connection, or I'm the only one who keeps putting the energy, but I don't see the efforts coming from the other side. This is not a balanced emotional exchange. This is emotional imbalance here. Knight of Swords. Now, this is an upright card here. So, where control or attachment is showing up, there's urgency here, wanting answers, wanting clarity, wanting movement. You may feel like pushing for truth or trying to make things make sense quickly because you have been patient for just way too long, and you don't have that patience anymore. But not everything that moves fast is aligned. Sometimes it's just reaction. Now we have 10 of swords. See, this connection is teaching you how to come out of the cycles that drain you. We had death and now we have 10 of swords. Both are talking about endings and a new beginning that happens after that end, a change that is inevitable. This is where you're being asked to recognize when something has already shown you enough and how to begin again without carrying the same pattern forward. Empress. Now, this is also reversed. See, if you continue this way, you start disconnecting from yourself. Um, your self worth, your softness, your confidence, your natural flow, all of that begins, um, you know, you start that it feels blocked. This is where you give too much and you forget to receive when the empress is in reverse. And if you see, this is how dull you become because you have poured out everything in that other person because you kept waiting, you kept staying patient, you kept waiting for them to show up consistently, but they kept showing up as Knight of Wands. See, when you choose yourself, you return to alignment. When you stop chasing clarity and start embodying it, that is when you return to this empress. Instead of this gloomy energy, you start flourishing. You create abundance around you. And the moment you do that, what's not aligned with you, what is not, um, meeting your standards, it automatically falls apart. You already know more than you think. And this connection has shown you both what it could be and what it currently is. And somewhere in between these two, you have been trying to hold on. But that is also making you stay stuck in the same position. See, clarity doesn't come from holding on. It comes from being honest. And that's what you need to do for yourself today. Love is not confused. People are. And at some point, you have to decide, are you going to keep calling hesitation timing? Or are you finally going to call it what it is? See, because you cannot be both guarded and in love, detached and devoted, unsure and all in. It doesn't go together. It's not aligned with each other. See, you don't get to hide and call it love. You don't get to avoid and call it care. See, love doesn't need perfect timing. It needs brave people. And if the other person is not brave enough to show up the way you need to meet you in this Empress energy, to keep you in this Empress energy, then maybe they are not aligned with you. Real love requires presence, and presence requires courage. So the question isn't whether this connection is real. The question is anyone here brave enough to choose it? And if they are not, then we have your answer. Listen to it. I hope this gave you clarity. Thank you for watching.